There you go, when you're ready.
Do I do anything else?
Oh,
Just more?
Yep, keep going. There it is. It's going to start to come here.
Traffic, Sport Cruiser, November 154 Bravo Foxtrot, about.
Just hasn't moved for a couple of days, so you got to give it some throttle.
Airport
okay.
at 5,500. Going to keep proceeding northbound.
Our feet are off the brakes, right?
Yeah.
Southbound. Skipper.
There we go. She wants to move. Keep on going. There it is. Look at that. Now she's starting to move. Boom.
Okay.
Now bring it back to the throttle.
Okay.
There it is. So now,
Okay.
like I said, we're just looking for that little bit of movement. So left brake, right,
right,
and let us coast for a bit. And now both.
both.
My controls.
Your controls?
My controls.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same thing. Right, left, both.
Okay.
Your controls.
My controls?
Okay, we're going to turn down this way. Here, we're watching for George. He's crossing over.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a right-hand turn now. Like, so we're going to follow this taxiway. George is going to go over and give him the what. Don't park my airplane like this. Watch the wingtips. So bring it throttle down to idle because we're going too fast.
Huh? Sorry.
There we go.
Okay, now I probably killed it.
There we go. Remember, nice and smooth. Nice and easy. Straighten it out. Just a tad bit more. There we go. So here's our right-hand turn. Looking at the wingtips. Make sure we're clear.
Okay.
Perfect. Skypark traffic 89186, taxi from ramp to run up to Skypark.
Okay.
Hey, check left, check right, clear.
We're going right.
Correct. So center me up on the road, center there, right down the taxiway. There you go. Here are my controls.
Your controls.
Go ahead and look at that left tire. Is it low?
Low?
Side there on that tire, is it low?
Don't think so. Kind of wobbling though. I don't know.
Well, wobbling is one thing. It's just there's a rhythmic motion I can feel in the airplane as it rolls.
Yeah, it's like kind of like jolting like that.
I was wondering if a tire was low, but check the tires. I think it was good.
Skipper traffic, Sport Cruiser 154 Bravo Foxtrot, about a mile to the west of Centerville Interchange 6000, heading northbound. Spanish.
Spanish.
Correction.
All right. All right, your controls.
My controls.
All right, brakes are set. We're at the hold short line, or I mean run up.
Okay. Brake set.
Check.
Mixture rich.
Yep.
All the way in.
There you go.
Throttle 1700 RPM.
Full traffic, 96 South, Centerville Interchange.
Grab that window, close it for me so it doesn't, your window.
I just,
What?
the
Prop?
no, the gas thing, the,
You left them on? I didn't even see them. Where'd they go?
one of them just flew this way. Right here, it's on the ground. I'm so sorry.
Shut the engine down. Just
So
pull the throttle, or the mixture. Now the
Okay.
mixture all the way out. Bang, go get them real quick.
Okay, I turn the magnetos off.
Yeah. Leave the power on. Oh, you got them, or do you want me to go get them?
I can get him.
I didn't even see them.
Oh.
Yeah, hit side stay. There you go.
Yes, again.
All right, so we've already had it started, so full mixture. Throttle in just a little bit, about that ½ inch. Magnetos to start. There we go. Now close your window here, and because it's going to flap around a little bit once you get up there.
Okay.
So.
The oil's coming back up a little bit.
There we go.
Okay.
So, coming alive.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking for 1700 RPMs is where we were at. So brakes are being held, perfect.
Okay.
And 17.
Engine and screen. And is that okay? It's a little high.
Yeah, it's fine. As long as it's still in the green, right? It doesn't go any higher.
Okay.
Okay.
Ammeter check.
Okay, so we got 28.8 volts on here, and we want at least 24 or higher, which and then we have 3.7, 4.6, it's kind of bouncing around, but as long as it's above a positive number, we got the amps coming in as well, so we're good there.
Okay.
So.
Mixture set for altitude.
Okay.
So
pull it about halfway for a bit, remember? There we go, and then we start to turn it and watch for that peak in the RPM. There's the peak, and there's the fall. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, we'll let it settle. That's good.
Okay. Magnetos check.
We got 2 to the left. Watch it drop. Good, it's about 17 or 16. Okay, back to both. And now 1 to the left. And we got the exact same, maybe a little less, but we got the same. So no more than 175 drop and 50 difference, and that was perfect. So we're good within range.
Carb heat check. Pull it.
Yep. Pull it. We're looking for a drop, which we do get, because remember it's shooting all that hot air into the carburetor, so we're good there. Carburetor doesn't like hot air, so it goes down in RPM.
So I put it back in?
Yep. There we go.
Throttle idle at 1.
So throttle out. There we go. It holds for 5. Perfect. Now we go back to 1,000 RPM. Nice.
Throttle friction box. Pretty tight.
Check.
Before takeoff. Okay. Seatbelt secure, seatback secure.
So pull this out, sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That out, there you go.
Okay, so those are up. These are down. And these are up. These are down.
Check. Check our 6, right?
Oh yeah, okay, so then...
So we look back there and we'll push forward and back.
Okay.
And that one, and then use our feet for the rudder left and right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Flight instrument set.
Okay, so remember 0 here, we're showing 0 knots, this is level. Once again, if we needed to adjust a little airplane as they call it, put that in here. Altimeter's been set, we're not using any navs today, so we don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
This is showing 0, right, it's level and 0. Now I've got to match our heading indicator to our compass.
Okay.
So our compass is right around 19, there's 18, 19, 195.
Okay.
So got to see where the 21 in the south is. So we got to find 21 in the south and go right there and try and 195. So south is 180, direct south is 180, and we're looking for 195.
Oh.
There's 190.
Oh.
Okay, there, that little one, yep. So it's the small ones are 5s, the big ones are 10.
Okay.
195, perfect. So they got that one set, and then once again, we're looking at vertical speed. Hey, look at today's at 0.
Cool.
So we can say that is at 0, so everything is good there. Check.
Okay, avionics set.
Okay, 122.8, 1200, which is what? What is that called?
Forgot what it's called.
This rhymes with VFR.
VFR, okay. I was like, what rhymes with VFR? Okay.
So VFR squawk code 1200, which is our default code.
Okay.
So we're good there. Check.
Flaps as needed, so down
10
to
degrees.
10.
Perfect.
Trim set.
Okay. Oh, yep, there we go. Good there.
Takeoff briefing.
All right, there we go. So what are we looking for?
We're using runway 17.
Okay.
We're doing a regular takeoff.
Okay.
Pertinent V speeds, our rotation speed is 50. Our best angle.
Point out to me where's 50 at. Okay, so.
Then our best Not angle of attack. Our best angle of climb,
Okay.
55 knots. Our best rate of climb is 65 knots.
And what's our best glide?
Our best glide is 60.
Perfect.
Direction of departure, we are going south,
Going north.
going north,
So
because the
we're gonna
wind's
take
coming.
off. Well, we're going to still take off runway 17, but we're going to come back around and depart to the north, going out to the Ogden practice area.
Oh, okay.
So we're still going to be departing to the north. We're just going to take off first, swing to the left, and come out
Okay.
kind of like a big U-turn, and then come back to head towards the north area.
Okay. Departure clear. Oh, not us. Emergency on runway.
So what are we going to do if we have an emergency on the runway? What have you heard me say?
We're going to evaluate and see if we can get off the taxiway.
Okay, what do we got to do first?
Shut everything off.
Okay, and what else?
Look at the damage.
We're going to come to a stop, right?
Oh, okay. Come to a stop.
Right, because I can't do that while we're taking
Yeah.
off, and all stuff. Hey, let me get out while we're doing 99.
Okay.
So yeah, so remember, it's going to be, if we have an emergency on the runway, we're going to come to a complete stop, assess the issue, and taxi off the runway if possible. If we can't taxi off, we're going to call on the radio saying there's an airplane on the runway, do not land, and shut everything off, throttle, or mixture out, throttle out, power off, and the magnetos off, and we're going to get out of the airplane.
Okay.
Okay, such as if it's a big fire, we can't get out or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's emergency on the runway. If it's, once again, after liftoff, so emergency after liftoff, so within 0 feet to 200 feet AGL, and we have enough runway available, we're going to come right back down on the runway, slam on the brakes, stop, assess the issue, and see if we can taxi off. If we can't, we'll once again make an announcement, shut everything off, and get out of the airplane.
Okay.
If it's after from 200 feet AGL up to 800 feet AGL, which is our emergency at altitude, right, pattern altitude, 800 feet AGL or 5,000 MSL, we are going to probably land at the field somewhere over, well, if we take off and there's a field over here we can get, Redwood Road we can get because we're taking off to the south. If it happens to be as we're climbing out on the northbound area, when it happens, we'll land in the field up in that area.
Okay.
But if it's 5,000 feet or 800 feet AGL or higher, or 5,000 feet MSL or higher, and we're within 1 mile of the airport, which in this case emergency at altitude, we will turn around, come back, land runway 35 or whatever other runway we can get to within that mile time frame.
Okay.
So flying, non-flying, I'll be flying the airplane obviously during the emergency. You'll be just sitting here, and if I do need any assistance, I'll ask you. To help me out with whatever's needed. Otherwise, like I said, I'll fly us down to the airplane or to the ground as safely as possible, and we'll call it good.
Cool.
Questions?
No questions.
Perfect. What's next?
Parking brake release.
All right. Okay, check our 6 bike here.
Okay. Oh, there's a plane back there.
Okay. So it looks like they have changed runways. How do I know that?
Because he's going the wrong way.
Okay, what else tells me that?
The winds have shifted, the windsock.
Okay, windsock is pretty much dead, so it tells me winds are calm. And look around.
Oh,
there
and
you
they're
go.
landing.
Exactly. So we
Okay.
see an airplane landing this way. We see these guys taxiing this way. So yeah, so that's a good indication that they've switched the runway. So now we can know we're taking off runway 35 or 17. We're now taking 35.
Okay.
And we're going to do a straight out departure to the north instead of a pattern altitude to the north.
Okay. That's how long it takes me.
No, you're good. Trust me. This is a good point to talk about situational awareness. So.
Okay.
So even though we're focused on here, I'm still once in a while glancing outside to see if I
Okay.
can make sure what's going on, who's around me, who's doing what.
Why didn't they stop at the run-up?
They did.
Oh, they did?
So yeah, the one all the way down on the front, he stopped and holding at the run-up.
Oh, okay.
Question is, why do I not hear them? Radio check.
Clear.
Okay. That was in the off position.
Oh, okay.
I may have accidentally.
Okay.
All right, so when you are ready.
Traffic Sport Cruiser 154 Bravo Foxtrot clear, runway 35.
There we go.
Taxi to west ramp. Skyway.
Okay.
So what did I do there?
Just now?
Yeah.
You turned it down?
Right, so what did I notice? Once again, situational awareness. What did I notice about this traffic? Because you asked a good question. Why is he not at hold short? And I said he is, but what did I say?
Oh, you couldn't hear him.
I couldn't hear him. All right, so like normally everybody, particularly the Flight Academy guys, they always call out where they're doing. So I didn't hear anybody call on base to final, whatnot. So I'm like, okay, why am I not hearing them?
Oh.
So that's a good indication that you might have something wrong with the radio.
Okay.
Right? So in this case, that's why I looked, and I also noticed that, oh, whoops, I may have accidentally flipped out to the off position.
Okay.
Once I pushed that down, I asked for a radio check. They heard me.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Ready?
All right. Ready.
All right, let's do it. Okay, brake release. A little bit of throttle. We're going to make this left-hand turn with our feet, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
there's a plane coming. Should I wait?
He's good. He's right ahead of him, so we can go ahead and go.
Skipper traffic, Squawkers 154 Bravo Foxtrot, taxi for West Ramps to East Hangars. Skipper.
Skypark traffic 89186, taxiing from run up 2, hold short runway 35, Skypark. There we go, perfect. Remember, yep,
So then I
very
should be
nice.
Traffic clear, so we need 1 minute and we'll be departing.
There we
Okay.
go, yeah, we're good. He's turning into the ramp, so we're good there. To the right, follow these guys. So talking about listening skills, or how to develop the listening skills, what do they teach you during flight, and when you were in flight training, about listening to passengers, listening to what the pilot has to say?
Skypark traffic,
Whatever.
do you know what's the Salt Lake Tower frequency from the head westbound from here?
It'll be 120.2.
202, thank you.
I don't really know.
Huh?
They don't really say anything.
They don't teach you that?
Not really. Just listening, letting someone finish talking before you start
Okay.
talking.
So with the radios here, we want to make sure we're listening to who's doing what, and find out if it's
Traffic
if it's
070,
important.
I'm taking runway 35 for a straight out northbound departure.
If it's a
Skypark.
Can I stop right
Skypark
here?
traffic
Yeah, good stuff. Anytime right here.
6094405, going to be taxiing from Skypark FBO down to 35, going to be pulling off at the run-up spot, short of 35. Skypark traffic.
There you go. So yeah, we let it coast forward now because he's moving. He's going next in line.
Okay.
So it gets back on center line here, and we'll come back over. It's time to stop a few feet before him.
Okay.
So anyways, what I was talking about with the listening skills is we're always wanting to try to keep at least one ear listening to the radio frequencies.
Okay.
Just to kind of get an idea of who's doing what. Find out if it's actually important information for us or not.
Okay.
For traffic, Squawkers 154 Bravo Foxtrot, holding short of Alpha 2 to cross runway 35. I have departing traffic in sight. Skypark.
Skypark traffic, 5196 Alpha, departing runway 34, Skypark.
35. Know your airport. You have an airport diagram up here telling you what runway, where you're at on the airport. Alright, this is good right here. Do a stop. Hold short checklist.
Okay. Doors and windows closed and latched.
Okay, close mine. Check.
Landing light on. Ponder ALT.
Oh, upset. Alright, there we go.
Time off.
1109.
All right.
Skypark traffic 070, Lima upwind 4,700, climbing to the north. Skypark.
Alright, so well, once again, lights, camera, action, right? So our lights are on. Right,
Okay.
got all the lights we need to. Camera, we're looking with our eyes, looking around, so I don't see anybody coming on the downwind here, base, or anybody on final. We're good there. So it's time to get some time for action.
Okay.
To say the least. So go ahead and we'll give it some throttle. I'll call it out. We're taxiing on the runway. Lights,
Okay.
camera, action. Skypark traffic 89186, taking runway 35, departure to the north, Skypark.
Skypark traffic 96 Alpha, right crosswind, 34.
There we go. Nice and easy. Once you got that taxi speed, perfect. Didn't even have to say it. You're catching on. You are catching on quick. This is awesome.
Doesn't feel like it.
96 Alpha, right downwind 34.
Alright, so we're in the delineage threshold, right? So this displaced area, we're going to go up to the displaced threshold in the wide area. So we're going to cross that line before we start our takeoff roll.
With the entire aircraft?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
This one doesn't have any real pertinent rules to that.
Okay.
So keep me centered on the runway, just a little bit to the left of it, center line.
Okay.
There we go. Alright, so we're across it. So when you are ready, full throttle.
Okay.
And we're traffic 96 Alpha, departing out of south.
Very good. Right rudder. Keep us down that center line. There we go. Airspeed active. Got everything is in the green.
Sport Cruiser 117 Bravo Foxtrot over Lagoon 5,900 inbound for Sky Park.
There we go. Oh, just a slight pass. There we go. Right
Okay.
rudder again, just a tad.
Okay.
We're looking for 50 knots. There it is. Rotate. And there we go. There we go. And now we're pushing those forward just a bit. Push the nose forward. Allow it to gain that airspeed.
Okay.
Push the nose forward a little bit more. There we go. Right there is good.
Okay.
Awesome. Now look at that. There's our 65 we can climb out on.
Okay.
Sky Park traffic, Sport Cruiser 154 Bravo Foxtrot, crossing runway 35 at Alpha 2 to the east hangars. Sky Park. Sky Park traffic, Sport Cruiser 154 Bravo Foxtrot, clear of runway 35 to the east hangars. Sky Park.
Perfect. We're above our 200 feet AGL. We're about 300 feet AGL. You can go ahead and retract flaps. So 4,500.
Okay.
Nose is going to come down like it did there, just because we're releasing that extra lift that we got.
Okay.
But it allows us to gain that airspeed, right? So now we're at 70 knots. Here's our power lines. Go ahead and
Sky
follow
Park,
those.
Fisher 94405, taxi into runway 35, Sky Park.
Sky Park traffic 89186 on the departure leg runway 35 northbound 5,500 Sky Park. Hey, they're doing an open house down there. Maybe I'll go check it out. Say I want to buy it and then don't. Very good. All right, climb checklist.
Okay. Flaps up.
Check.
Airspeed 65 to 75.
Oh,
Check.
you're at 75 now. Check.
And then,
That's it, right?
yeah.
Well, once we get up to cruise, we'll do the cruise checklist.
Sky Park traffic, Sport Cruiser 117 Bravo Foxtrot, East Centerville interchange 5,500 inbound Sky Park.
Sky Park traffic 89186 is just west of the Centerville interchange northbound 5,000, climbing 5,500. Keep that climb if you can here.
Sorry.
Keep the climb. We're
Okay.
going to go up to 5.5.
I looked at it wrong. I thought we were already in the 5,000s.
No.
Sky Park traffic, Sir 703 Echo Lima, taxiing from the southwest hangars to runway 35 and departing to the north and then to the west. Sky Park traffic.
Sky Park traffic, Sport Cruiser 117 Bravo Foxtrot on 45, runway 35, Sky Park.
Sky Park traffic, commuter 5105 Mike, that west ramp, gonna taxi Alpha to the run-up. Sky Park.
Alright, I got traffic 2 o'clock, 1 mile. Upper 3 o'clock position. Oh, there he is. It's a helicopter, but
Oh, okay.
he's fine. He's away from us. He's heading south, it looks like. Hey, what do we remember about PPT? What is that?
Pitch, power, trim.
Okay, so if we want to pitch it at a certain airspeed, right, to climb,
Uh-huh.
what do we need to
Mar-
do? There we go. So we pitch it up, we make sure the power's set, which in this case is full, and then what can we do to help it stay at this pitch?
Trim.
Right. There we go. As needed. Perfect. Sky Park traffic 89186, 2 miles south of Lagoon now, 5,300, climbing 55 out of the occupied area, Sky Park. Okay, we're going to go to 121.1, contact solid
They're
approach.
circling out there, but they're currently eastbound, 6,600 indicated.
Now we're looking B-Flight 9.
Good morning, solid approach, Cessna 89186 is 1 mile southwest of Lagoon, 5,400. Requesting flight following in the occupied area, please. 03.
Cessna 89186, Salt Lake approach, squawk 0343.
Okay, 0343, 89186, and to confirm we are 152.
Okay, so
B-Flight
now...
9er, that traffic 1 o'clock in about 2.5,
so now what
3
do we do?
miles.
Now we're
Northbound
at
at
55.
5,500
Pull
for
some
Cessna commuter.
power.
Yeah, we're still looking
Okay,
for
so what's
B-Flight 9.
PPT?
Cessna 186, radar contact, mile west
pitch
Lagoon,
first, so
5,600. Traffic 11
level
o'clock
out.
and 2.5 miles eastbound
pull
at 6,000 Sport Cruiser.
Power.
Okay, 186 copies, and we'll look for that traffic. 186.
And B-Flight 9 set the commuter in sight.
B-Flight 9, thanks. Radar service is terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Good day.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Thanks for your help, B-Flight 9.
Oh, there he is. He's coming
Cessna
across this way.
186, the Sport Cruiser has you in sight at 12 o'clock now and 2 miles eastbound.
89186, we just got the traffic as well. Him right here, just underneath this cloud. Coming across our nose here. Little black dot kind of moving over this direction.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, we got it too. So, perfect.
Okay. I'm still climbing.
November 7 Sierra Lima, and where are you going now?
Pitch down a tiny bit.
All right. So,
Should I give less power?
yeah, if you like, whatever you have to do to get it
7
to what you
Sierra
want.
Lima, Roger.
Yes, I know. So, pitch, power, and trim, right? It wants to come up, so give it some trim forward. There we go. Where's our RPM? So let's look at our cruise checklist.
Okay.
That'll help us out.
Throttle 25 to 27, so I need to
You
give
got
it
a
more.
2137,
Oh,
just
you're
to
pretty good. I
maintain
think this is a good
1,000,
setting.
11,000.
Okay, trim set.
Okay, which is what we're doing.
Mixture set for altitude.
Okay, which
7
we're
Sierra
above
Lima, traffic
8,000,
11
so we're
o'clock
okay.
and 7 miles northbound,
engine
7,000
instruments.
indicated,
We're in
type
the green,
unknown.
correct? Look
Yeah.
at that, our oil pressure is up, so
Okay.
oil temperature's in the green, suction is good. Check.
Landing light off.
Okay. Check.
And that's it.
Alrighty.
United 2137, negative. Thanks for checking. Just straight down to 1,000.
Can't believe I left that stuff on the... I've done it on my car.
We
I
all
never thought
have
I would
our
do it on
moments.
an airplane.
Yeah, I'll have our moments. Some more than others. Alright, we're clearing that airspace right here, so let's go up to 6.5 now. So what do? Pitch, power, and trim.
So we add throttle.
And we add altitude, we add throttle.
B-Flight 17, roger, maintain VFR and report established on the final approach course inbound.
There we go, and then what?
Maintain VFR, we'll
add
report
pitch.
the
Add pitch, so go ahead and let's go back up to the north end here though. Keep me north over the north end of Antelope Island. There we go.
Okay.
So we got that reference point, right? So that beachhead on the very north end.
Yeah.
Alright, that's what I want to go for.
November 7 Sierra Lima, roger. Just before you go, that traffic's
Perfect.
11 o'clock and 3 miles northbound. They're indicating
Left
well
turn,
above
right,
at
see it?
7,000. Radar
That
service
beachhead
is
at the very
terminated.
north
Squawk
end.
VFR, frequency
So
change
give me a
approved.
right hand turn just a little bit to keep that nose. Remember, because this, you could say this green stripe right here
Yeah.
is right down the center.
Okay.
So get this green stripe aiming at the target you're looking for.
Okay.
I want to go all the way to this side here, so keep on giving me a right-hand turn.
Commuter 186, traffic 12 o'clock and 5 miles maneuvering. Currently opposite direction, 5,000, indicated type unknown.
186, we're looking for that traffic, thank you. There we go. That's what I look for right there.
Jump 11, roger.
Perfect, so now like I said, we're climbing up to 6,500.
Echo Lima.
So we got the
Jump
pitch
11,
power
jump
set,
approved,
right?
report all
Pitch is
jumpers
set.
away.
Yeah.
And what you need, what's our climb speed?
6,500. Oh.
What was that checklist say for climb? Remember, we're back to the climb checklist, so what does it say our airspeed should be about?
65 to 75.
There you
so
go.
it's too high.
Yep, it's a little high. So we can push that up. Because remember, pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. So we
Okay.
want to add altitude, we add power. So we can pull back a little bit as needed to give us that adjustment to get to about 65, 75. So in this case, a good mark would be 70 knots, right?
Yeah.
There's that 70 coming up here. And we're just going to hold this attitude by adjusting the pitch. Here we go.
Approach, Cirrus, November 703, Echo Lima with request.
Sirius
So
703,
if we
Echo Lima.
get too
stand by.
slow, we can push it forward, right?
Sorry?
If we get too slow, then we push forward, allow it to gain that airspeed.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Delta
there's
304,
three.
flight approach runway 34 left, set to maintain 2000, 12,000.
Is that a balloon? Is that a UFO?
Okay, parachute operation over the Ogden Airport, 17,500 and below. We're November 8, 9186, traffic 6 o'clock in a mile northwestbound, light civil, 5,500 indicated.
186, copy. Did you say that was at our 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock in northwestbound.
186, right, we're looking.
So Lima, Select approach squawk 0324, say altitude.
0324, we're in at 5,500.
All right, here's our 6,000, right? 5,000 or 6,500.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
Pull some power.
United,
Push down.
2137, anti-reduce speed to 210, contact approach 125.7, good day.
Approach 186, we have that traffic passing underneath us.
186, copy, and traffic's off your right and half mile, 5,500 indicated, that's one you got.
Yes, sir. 186.
Six, you're off, clear through Select Bravo airspace, via I-15 south, I maintain 6,500, while the Bravo airspace.
Maintain 6,500 in Bravo airspace over at 76 Sierra Alpha.
3 Echo Lima, squawk is 0324, say again your altitude.
0324, we're 5,500.
Delta 304, resume normal speed.
Good job. What's it want to do?
And below copy, clear to
Go
south, 3
up.
Select Bravo airspace,
So
for
let's go ahead and
below
adjust
Bravo.
a little bit of trim then, right?
Yeah.
Sure, 3 Echo Lima, radar contact 10 miles south, the Ogden VOR, Solid
Awesome.
altimeter 3017,
There we
you're
go.
at 5 miles, Tonopah.
We changed the check, right? We changed something, so we want to check to see what it wants to do.
Continue on VFR, work on your
Yeah, looks like it
shortly.
still wants to slightly climb, like I can see that happening when I look at the nose, right?
Yeah.
So kind of level it out, see what it wants to do. It actually wants to come down just a bit, but watch it, it'll pick itself back up here in just a second because it'll gain a little bit of extra airspeed. And it should start to come up here in about 5, 4, 3, 2. Look at that, it's already down. There's a big adjust, even a couple of knots. So like I said, all I want to do is just kind of help it out. The really small touches,
Okay.
and then just add trim just to get barely half a turn.
Altitude 1,2,000, 12,000.
Let go again.
Slower traffic in the downwind.
There you go.
All right.
Awesome. All right, Scrags, what do we do?
Safe place to land. The beach is down here. There's fields over here to the right.
Radar service terminated.
And there's beaches up ahead.
Okay.
Clearing. Oh, here's a
All right,
aircraft.
there's that airplane he was telling us was flying underneath us. I watched them fly by at 100 knots. Loser! You're better than us.
We're 6 here Alpha traffic, 1
All right,
o'clock
so-
in 2 miles
So
northbound.
what did you say C was for the Scrags? C?
7,000.
C, clearing turns.
76 Sierra Alpha.
Okay, so how do we do those?
Do a turn to the right and look 6 to straight ahead.
Okay.
5,300
Demonstrate it, please.
northwest of the Ogden
Sorry.
VOR, requesting flight following.
Yeah, so go ahead and demonstrate them for me.
Counter Select approach, copy squawk
Your Scrags, or
0301.
your clearing turns.
Okay. So I'll turn right first. Does it matter?
0301.
We're looking at our 6.
So it's approach 2760, but we have traffic in sight.
60, thank you. Contact Salt Lake Tower 120.2. Take care.
Okay. And then
60 Alpha, contact
to the
Tower
left?
120.2.
Contact Tower 120.2760.
Rock 9 radar contact 2 miles northwest of Ogden VOR, Salt Lake altimeter 3017, copy, practice area.
Altimeter 3010, Rock 9er.
3017.
that was kind of a steep turn.
Correction 3017, Rock 9er.
Okay. Going that way? Okay. And then,
Rock 9er,
What do we say once the clearing turns
4 miles
about?
turn inbound VOR approach, sport
Sorry, I
cruiser
missed that.
7200.
What do we say once the clearing turns are complete?
clearing turns complete.
Okay, perfect.
And R is radio.
Okay, so if we were on Sky Park frequency 122.8, right, what would we say? What are the who, where, and what?
304 traffic, 2 o'clock, 5 miles southeast
Sky
on
Park.
11,000's a caravan.
So who are you, or who are you calling?
Sky Park Tower or Sky Park radio.
5 miles
Sky
south
Park
on
traffic.
Delta, about 13.3
This
for 12,000.
is Cessna 890-186. We are over the Ogden practice area
traffic, 10 o'clock, 4 miles southbound to Airbus 13 for 12,000.
6,800 feet.
703 Echo Lima, I got
Looking to, I don't
your
know.
our clearance here.
What do you want?
We are looking for
703
traffic in
Echo
this
Lima
area.
cleared
No.
to the
What are we going to do?
We're looking to do maneuvers.
Via
Right.
radar vectors,
Maneuvering.
Maneuvering.
So Sky Park traffic Cessna 890-186 is over the Ogden practice area at 6,800 feet, maneuvering.
12000,
Okay.
vectors,
Okay.
Who, where, and what?
Okay.
and then
Perfect.
filed 703 Echo.
A is altitude. We are at
Airspeed and altitude, right?
6,800, and we are at almost 85 or almost 90 knots.
Perfect, that's an awesome airspeed. Okay, so what do we not want to go above?
104.
What is called, what is
Is
that
this
called?
okay?
Yeah.
764,
Okay.
thank you.
I'll tell you that here in a second, but okay, so what speed do we not want to go above?
104.
Which is called what?
The maneuver speed.
And it's also labeled as what on the
VA.
VA. Perfect. That was 100%.
Okay.
Okay, so real quick here, before let's go to the scrag. So SCRAG.
G, the gas is down.
Lima clear direct
Is on.
Yep. And what else?
And S, seatbelts.
What else do we have to do with gas?
Delta 304 set to maintain 1,000.
Make sure the mixture is set.
Exactly. So if we were above 8,000, right, we would do something with the mixture, but we're good there. Okay,
Okay.
check. And now the last one, S.
Seatbelts and seats secure.
Perfect. Okay, so real quick here, as you can see, this is thumping around and all that stuff. FAA, or the FARs on there, state that a gas tank should only be indicating it approximately the gas that it has at full or empty.
Cleared VOR Alpha approach.
So as long as it's full, it should indicate it, which it's trying to. It's trying because we filled it up here. But if it was
Okay.
empty, it should show empty. That's
Okay.
why we always check when we do our little quantity indicator and all that stuff with C. Because we could see, okay, shows half a tank. Well, really, does it have a full half a tank or is it less than that?
4 miles
So we check, oh, this has 4.5 gallons or 6 gallons or something like that. So now I know exactly how much we have because we can't rely directly on that.
So on
gives
the
us an
cross-country
idea.
flight, you just have to figure it out.
All right, so you got to remember that if this airplane burns, if this aircraft burns 5.5 gallons an hour, and also, but I've got, I've got 24 gallons. Okay, so how many gallons? How long can I fly?
5 hours.
Right. So roughly 5 hours, right? Minus some other regulations like, you have to have reserve for 30 minutes during the day,
Okay.
things like that. But all right, let's go ahead and turn to the right. We got our scrags done.
Okay.
We're at 7,000 feet, which in this case means that we're going to do some power performance maneuvers again. So power on, power off stalls. And slow flight. So I'd like to be over some land instead of water.
304 reduce speed to 210.
There we go, right here's perfect.
0.7, good day.
Sorry.
This is perfect right here,
Okay.
so you can start to roll out. Let's push that nose forward just a bit, because we're still on a slight climb. There we go.
Okay.
All right, so my controls.
Your controls.
You tell me, what do you remember about slow flight? Well, we did those yesterday, so what do you remember?
You stay at 65 knots the whole time with the flaps up or flaps down,
Okay.
and you only turn using the rudders.
Now you can turn to using the ailerons. They only kept you there, but how much of a degrees do we want to go to? Or not surpass, I should say.
10 degrees?
No more than about 10 to 15 max, right?
Okay.
So if you go about 15 to 20, you're going to start really losing altitude, pulling back, things like that. So.
Okay.
Okay. What else? So you said our target speed is 65, flaps are extended full. What about our altitude? What do we want to maintain?
Want to stay above 6,500?
Okay. So in this case, remember, our altitude is 1,500 feet or more,
Or we were
right?
trying to stay up, but
right.
to 69 yesterday.
On our altitude?
We were trying to stay up to 69 when we were doing stall recoveries at least.
Yeah. Yeah, so in that case, but we're doing slow flight. So,
okay.
So in this case, we have to make sure that we are above, which is part of SCRAGs, right? Airspeed and altitude, and all stuff. That we're at 1,500 feet AGL or higher for a recovery. So if we happen to stall, we want to recover before 1,500 feet AGL. Okay, like I said, the ground level out here is about 4,200 feet. So if I want to be 1,500 feet above that,
5,700.
exactly. So in this case, remember, we're at least a 6.5, and now we're actually 7,000. So we're definitely well above that 65 or the 5,700 feet out.
Sure, 703 Lima contact, Salt Lake Center,
good.
128.5.
So how do we set it up? I want you to walk me through it. So tell me how to set up a slow flight.
703 Echo Lima.
You will pull the thrust, or pull the throttle until you're approaching 65.
Okay, so I'm slowing it down. What do I want to do with altitude? Lose it or stay climb?
Try to
5 miles northwest
keep altitude.
Keep altitude, okay.
And then once you're in the arch, you can put down the flap.
Alright, so I'm down about below 70, so I'll go ahead and extend the flaps full. And now I can go ahead and do what?
Keep throttle up. You're keeping altitude still.
Crew check 45 radar contact.
So maybe lower the pitch.
Gain,
not to gain speed.
Okay.
3017, affirmative, crew check 45. Salt Lake approach, Kayak 743, Tango Whiskey, 12 miles northwest of the Ogden VOR, 7,000 feet, looking for flight following down to South Valley over I-15 transition.
Kayak 743, Tango Whiskey, Salt Lake approach, squawk 0334.
0334, 3 Tango Whiskey.
Here's for 7764, Kayak approach 125.7, take care.
I don't think so. Just lower the nose a little bit to stay at 65.
Kayak 743, Tango Whiskey, radar contact, 10 miles west, Ogden VOR, Salt Lake altimeter 3017, and you said 7,000 for your altitude.
3017 on the altimeter, yeah, 7,000 on the altitude, 3 Tango Whiskey.
Oh, and trim.
Very good.
Sorry.
That's what I was waiting for.
Around Logan Amusement Park, 3 Tango Whiskey.
Awesome. Okay, good job.
Amusement Park.
Okay, so there we go. So like I said, we're about 60, no more than less than 60, right? So that's our target speed is 60, but we're not going to play at 65, because remember, per the ACS, we can go as low as 0 and as high as 10 knots. So we can't go below our target speed, but we can go as fast as 10 knots above our target speed.
Okay.
So if our target speed is 60, then I would like to play right at 65, just because that way it gives me a 5-knot buffer either way. And I can catch that, right? I'm, you know, if I glance outside, I got my reference point, and then I may wind forward, things like that, I can glance. But then, you know, real quick glance, make sure I'm right around 60, 65 knots.
Okay.
Okay, good. So then, of course, like I said, we talked about banks. So if I bank to the left here, I don't want more than 10 degrees probably, which in this case, that's that first indicator.
Uh-huh.
On the attitude indicator there, first notch.
Marine 9186 traffic, 1 o'clock, 5 miles southbound, Skyhawk 7,000.
8916, right, we'll look for traffic.
1 o'clock, 5 miles, maneuvering northbound, 7,000, Cessna 152.
Looking for traffic, 3 Tango Whiskey.
And then I come back around.
Salt Lake approach, B flight 24 with request.
Then if I want to descend, what do I do?
B flight 24, Salt Lake approach,
Pull
squawk
the throttle.
0327.
Right, so I want to lose altitude, I want to lose power. So I pull this out here just a bit. There we go, listen to that air pitch of the air.
6,500.
Now that the nose starts to fall, I'm staying above 60. If I want to fall faster, I reduce even more throttle, and the nose comes down by itself. There's my 65, I want to hold that, so how do I hold my airspeed?
5 miles south, Hill Air Force Base, Salt Lake altimeter 3017, maintain
Pitch, right?
Yeah.
Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. So if I want to go faster, obviously I can push forward. If I want to go slower, I pull back up here so I can slow it down. To bleed off that airspeed.
On the localizer inbound.
Coming up to that 65, I'm holding that airspeed. If I wanted to go slower to 60, there we go, look at that. See how it moves it down? I'm just holding that here. And of course, the last thing I'm doing is I'm staying coordinated. So what am I using that to stay coordinated?
The rudders.
All right, okay, that ball in the center, right? So once in a while, I like to glance down there. Okay, so we're coming up to our 65 or 6,500 at 65 knots.
Tango Whiskey, traffic in sight, no factor.
3 Tango Whiskey, thank you. Number 89186, traffic no factor.
8916, roger. I'm going to go ahead and add power. I want to maintain that. Get it back up to about where it was at.
65 and
So 65 knots at 6,500 out on my altitude. Holding that heading. There
What
we
is
go.
this?
This is the temperature. It tells us how hot the engine is.
Okay.
So if we start to get a 400, 450, I'm going to be like, all right, why are we getting so hot?
Okay.
But we're good. So, all right, so then I'm going to recover. So how do I recover?
You are going to increase the thrust,
Okay.
and then once you get above 70, start pulling up the flap.
Above 65, right?
Oh,
so
65.
So in this case, I can go to 10.
Okay.
Approach.
And then once I get
Whoa.
above 70, what do I do?
Pull them all the way up.
There we go. Now, why did the nose go all the way down like that?
Because it lost lift.
Last lift and what else?
Drag.
The trim.
Solid approach.
So we have to readjust trim because we adjusted the trim for the slow flight.
Okay.
Now we have to readjust trim for the faster airspeed that we're doing. So.
05 Mike, squawking 0342
Alright,
at
sweet.
5,500.
You ready to try it?
A couple
Yeah.
miles west of
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and give us a right-hand turn here.
Area.
05 Mike, copy. Squawk is 0347.
Zero 05 Mike, squawking 0347.
05 Mike, radar contact 2 miles west, Lagoon Amusement Park, Salt Lake altimeter 3017, and what's the commuter?
Alright,
So
let's
18,
see here.
185?
Okay, so trim, plane is trimmed,
Altimeter
set.
3017, 05 Mike.
Alright, checking the traffic, we're looking good.
05 Mike.
Thank you.
Alright, when you're ready, let
Okay.
me know.
My controls.
Your controls.
My controls.
There you go.
Sorry.
Alright, so tell me all about it again. So you do it while you're telling me how to get into slow flight.
Okay, so I'm going to pull the throttle.
Okay?
All the way up.
Reflight 24,
About
traffic.
1700 to 22,000 RPMs.
700 indicated type
Somewhere in there, just to start to bleed airspeed. There we go.
Looking for
Maintaining
traffic,
that
reflight
altitude,
24.
right?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Bleeding off airspeed. Okay, what's next?
Wait till I get to
You're under the
below
arc,
70.
right? Well,
Sorry.
you're actually under the arc, so you can start introducing flaps. So
Okay,
we're above
to 10.
under 80, so we can go to 10. Once we get below 70, we can go to all the way to full flaps there. So push forward because we're climbing just a bit. Want to maintain that 6.6 is what we started at.
Okay.
Reflight 24, traffic no
There we
factor.
go. So reduce throttle
Seven.
just a bit more because we're still kind of fast. Not slowing down anymore, so we can reduce throttle slightly. There we go, and you go ahead and add full flaps. We're at 70.
Runway 35 is approach.
Oh, look at that. Push this forward. Push it forward.
11,000.
So once the climb, because we added all that extra flaps, it added all that there. So there's our 60. Now we want to get above 60, right?
Yeah.
So we push forward and add power.
0 over Delta flight heading 190 Vector Dog Airport.
We're losing a little bit of altitude, so we add power, right?
Just confirm your altitude. You're out of 12
Power
miles
for altitude.
Okay.
Push the nose forward to get that airspeed again.
Flight 24,
Go ahead
traffic
and
north 4
let's add
miles
a
south.
little bit more power there.
7,000.
You can add all the power you want to be able to hold to get that airspeed. So if you need to push the nose forward,
Number 3 Tango Whiskey traffic, 1 to 2 o'clock, 4 miles, turn in Mount ILS, approach Ogden Airport, say Diamond Star 6,500.
Looking for traffic, 3 Tango Whiskey.
Traffic alert, November 5105 Mike, traffic, 12 o'clock, 2 miles opposite direction, out indicates 5,800, type unknown, advise you turn 30 degrees right. Or 5105 Mike, turn 20 degrees to right, vector for traffic.
there we go.
Okay. And now trim.
Alright, so we want to trim down to what we wanted to do, right?
5105 Mike, traffic, 11 o'clock in a mile, eastbound 5,800, indicated type unknown, advise you turn 20 degrees right immediately.
Alright, go ahead and give me a right-hand turn to the south. Remember,
05
no more
Mike,
than 10 degrees.
Okay.
Or 20 degrees, I mean. 15 is a good one. Right there, so like usually like to aim for that first notch.
Salt Lake Center 07270 Lima.
Nice.
2M CVM 0 November Delta, set to maintain 8,000.
Calling approach guy 743 Tango Whiskey traffic in sight, no factor.
Giving me that turn, I want to head to the
5105
south.
Mike
Oh,
traffic,
okay.
no factor, resume on navigation.
You're doing a good job though, we're holding that 6.5, we're staying coordinated.
3 Tango Whiskey, thank you.
We're above 60 knots.
Through the localizer, there's no factor,
That's good.
7,000.
There you go, you caught it, you corrected it, push forward.
Flight 249.
Nose forward.
Approach clearance, just go ahead and resume
There we
navigation
go.
on the Ogden Tower, contact tower, see ya.
I'm going to maintain that 60 knots or higher. So like I said, we're trying to aim for 65 if possible, but no less than 60.
Ogden VOR
Okay.
55.
Flight 17, flight approach, copy, ident.
There we go, so back towards the north of the Antelope Island. Awesome.
Okay.
Flight 17,
This time we're going to climb, if we can, let's see if we can climb a little bit. So holding at 60 knots. So let's go up to 6.6.
Okay.
So here we are, straight and level.
17, copy.
Full power's already set. We already got this here, so we push the nose up just barely enough and see if we can climb.
Thank you.
Doesn't look like it. Wants to go below 60 when we do that, so. What is
Okay.
this? Have you read yet? Have you come across yet what called service ceiling is?
No.
So service ceiling is when the aircraft will not climb more than 100 feet per minute or more during a climb.
Okay.
So in the current configuration that we're at and at the weight that we're at with this airplane, it's saying, hey, with what you want me to do, I cannot climb anymore, so this is my service ceiling.
Okay.
So we did put on full fuel. So we're slightly heavier than we have been in the past. Remember last time we were only putting in like maybe 8 gallons, so 4 gallons each, but today we topped it off with a full 15 gallons.
So if it was a hotter day, we wouldn't have topped it off, probably?
Probably not.
Okay.
All right, good job. Let's go ahead and recover. So,
Okay, so
right,
to
we're above
recover-
60, we're above 65, so you can go ahead and go to flaps 10.
Okay.
There we go, and it's going to start to gain that airspeed and wants to fall, right? So why?
Because we lost lift and drag.
And what else did we do to configure it?
The trim.
Right, so we're going to adjust the trim, there we go, and now we're above that 70 or 80, we can now do what?
Pull them all the way up.
Perfect.
So
Cleared visual approach runway 35.
Now we're going to gain that airspeed, there it is. Now we're back about 85.
Okay, and then we can pull some power.
Yep, let's climb up to 6.5.
Sorry?
We'll get back up here to 6.5.
Oh, okay, so leave it?
Yep, so leave it until we get to that 6.5.
Okay.
So then what do we need to do?
Pull up on the pitch a little
Right, so we
bit.
have full power, right? And then we're going to add just a little bit of pitch. Give that climb. There it is.
CVM 0 November Delta, contact Ogden Tower 118.7. Good day.
Okay.
Good
And
job.
now,
Departure Cessna 3551 8100 northbound.
Cessna,
just like
the
that.
35519er?
And
So pitch power trim, right?
8,000 feet.
Awesome.
35519er, flight approach,
Looks
copy,
like it's
left
going
leg
up a
rubber,
little
resume
bit.
navigation
Okay, so
on the
then what do we
appropriate
need to do?
vehicle.
So I'll
Just calling
correct
Altimeter
it.
3017.
and
That's a little bit of trim, right? I mean, even just a half a turn.
Kayak 743
Has a lot of
cleared
effect
through
at a higher
Bravo
speed.
airspace, the I-15, then the, just the I-15 south. I maintain 6,500 on the Bravo airspace.
Sweet. All right, let's talk about stalls.
Okay.
What do we remember about stalls? What are the two types that we do? We practice.
Power on and power off.
Perfect. What is a power on stall simulating?
Takeoff.
Exactly. So in this case, how do we need to get the airplane into a takeoff configuration. So what is that? What do we
full
take off?
power.
What's our climb speed we should be at when we do that? So our best rate of climb.
65.
Perfect. So we're going to get the airplane to 65 with at least 10 knots of flaps, right? Because that's what we take off with.
Okay.
Okay. So how do we do it?
We will pull some power.
Okay. Go ahead. Maintain that 6.5, so while that power is reduced, remember the plane wants to fall because we're losing that relative wind that it's generating, so we'll pull back there and let that bleed off. There's our right at the wide arc, so we have just a little bit more power here.
Okay.
There we go. Now keeping that altitude by pulling back. There we go. Now we're in the wide arc. We can go ahead and add 10 degrees of flaps.
Okay.
That'll help create some drag and slow us down, and like I said, we're looking for 65 knots.
Okay, so pull up still.
Yep. I'm pulling back, and don't be afraid to use a little bit of trim. Not a whole lot into all the stalls because you don't want to trim it out so much that when you push power in, it all of a sudden it comes up real hard.
Okay.
Also, but if you need a little bit of it, you can adjust a tad. There we go. So there's about 65, 70, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're going to push full throttle and pull back. Yep, full throttle. There we go. Pull back. And right here, we're going to hold no more than that 2 degree line. That
Okay.
second, that's our 20 degrees. So there's 10 degrees. So pull back a little bit more. Keep on pulling. Keep on pulling. Keep on pulling. Right to the back. Keep on going a little bit more.
Oh, that line?
Yep. So right rudder now. Remember, because we want to stay coordinated. And we keep the everything elevated. There's
the
so
stall.
what do we say?
Stall horn, or stall.
Yep, stall. Just stall.
Okay, then.
And we push forward,
Full power
and we
and
gain
push
that
forward.
there back to 65. Perfect.
Okay.
All right, so make sure we keep that rudder.
Okay.
Ailerons are going to keep the wings level, and then the rudder to keep us coordinated.
Okay.
All right, let's do it again. Pull back.
Okay.
Pull back. There we go. Back up to that second notch, that 20 degree mark. Right there. We're adding a little bit of rudder. Look at that. No, not too much.
Oh, okay.
Nope, you want to keep that ball center. There we go.
Okay, so I pushed too much on the right?
Yep. So
Okay.
just enough pressure on the right there to keep it there. Now look at our wings. Our wings are not level, so there we go. Back here, keep our wings level. There
Okay.
they are, and we're continuing to pull back. Wings level.
Clock 2 miles, maneuvering
Level.
8,000.
There they are right there. Holding that.
519er, searching for traffic.
Got it? No.
Yep.
Okay, stall.
Right.
You got
There we
traffic
go.
in
Forward.
forward.
Slowly, and then we just kind of let it fall down a little bit. Gain that airspeed. Perfect. And then we recover.
Okay, recover.
Above 65, we're at there. So now keep that nose forward.
Okay.
Traffic east 2 miles, maneuvering 7,000 to Skyhawk.
Hey, for Mark Skyhawk, I'm looking for traffic crew at 45.
November 89186, traffic 2 o'clock, 2 miles southeastbound, out indicates 5,400, type unknown.
90116, looking for that traffic.
Number 35519er, radar service terminated,
okay.
squawk and maintain VFR.
Right here.
Change approved, good day.
35519er, squawk VFR, submit to change approved. Thanks, talk to you in a bit.
Where are they?
Oh, down there.
For J90116, we have that traffic. Oh, looks like no factor. For some reason it shows there's 2 of them. Approach J90116, we have that traffic. Pass on underneath this, no factor. Alright, go ahead and give me a left-hand turn. We're going to go back over towards the island.
Okay, should I put the flaps up?
Yep.
Or-
So I'm sorry, I thought we already recovered.
We'll be requesting
Oh, sorry, so I pulled it up. At 65, I pull them back up?
Yep.
Okay.
So above 65 because we're at the climb, right? So in this case, holding that VY, which is best cruise.
Contact mile south, the Ogden VOR.
All right, good job. So that was the power on stall.
Yes.
What questions do you have about them?
I don't know. Nothing right now.
Anything in regards to the procedure of actually doing them?
Nothing right now.
All right, so what's the 2 biggest things that you have to do then to keep it under control?
Keep it coordinated and push the nose down.
And wings level.
Wings level.
Right, so if we have anything off coordination all about, we can put ourselves into a spin, right? So,
Flight 24, traffic
Have a
11
coordination,
o'clock,
so-
and 2.5 miles.
All right, let's do a power off stall.
Okay.
Okay, so what is a power off stall simulator?
for traffic,
Landing.
Right. Okay, so we're at 68. I do not want to go below 65. 65 was our hard deck. So if we were to go below that, boom, we crash.
120.2.
Okay, so when you're ready, go ahead and give me a left-hand turn. We're going to go over the north end here of Antelope Island, get close to the land.
Where did that plane go?
Is down over here, should be passing over.
345, and I have Papa at Ogden.
3524 Foxtrot, select approach, copy, resume.
Oh, I see him here. Still about 1,400 feet below us, so he's skimming the waters.
Okay.
Trying to stay underneath the Bravo airspace pretty much. All right, there we go. So right here. So we got a reference point somewhere on top of the mountain peak.
Okay.
Level
So-
the wings. There we go. And once again, we're going to say we're 5,000, 6,800. I don't want to go below 6.5 because that's our hard deck.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and get into the landing configuration.
Traffic 1 o'clock.
Into what? I'm sorry.
Landing configuration.
Okay, so I will pull power
Okay.
to about 2,000.
Yeah, 2,000, 1,700 RPM, somewhere between there. Is
Plus
good.
20 degrees, shock in sight.
Flight 24 copy, resume navigation.
Remember, we're losing that airspeed, so we're going to have to pull back a little bit on the
November
stick. There you go.
89186, traffic 10 o'clock, 3 miles, maneuvering 6,500, commuter.
89186, look for traffic.
Traffic 9 to 10 o'clock, 3 miles, maneuvering 6,900, a Cessna 152.
Looking for traffic, 05 Mike. Traffic in sight, 05 Mike.
November 89186, traffic has you in sight, now you're 10 o'clock and 3 miles.
8916, still looking. Got him?
Oh, I thought I did, but I didn't.
Okay. Approach 8916, we now have traffic. I see him right over there. Alright, so, like I
Okay, I'm
said,
dropping.
right. Aviate, navigate, and communicate. So we're aviating, always flying the airplane, but there we go. Okay, so we're at 60, full flaps, right, because we're coming in to land.
Yeah.
So go ahead and add full flaps, we're right at 70.
Okay.
And then we're going to go to idle.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go to idle. When you're ready, keep that coordination. So wings level, there we go. And a right rudder is needed.
Okay.
And idle.
And I'm below 60.
Go ahead and idle.
Okay.
Bring the full throttle to idle, there we go. Remember, we're simulating the land, so we're coming in here to
Okay.
land. We're going to hold this altitude, bring it back, pull it back.
Okay.
Establish on final approach course, Brigham City with current weather.
Flight 17,
All right, stall. Full throttle.
Okay.
Nose forward.
VFR,
And we're just going to maintain that. Look at that. We're pulling up, flaps at 20 or 10, yeah, 20. That helps us with our airspeed, right?
Okay.
Airs are above 55, which in this case is our, what?
Angle of climb.
Right, best angle of climb, right?
Yeah.
So angle of, right. Angle
now
there's
we're-
our 65, and now we can go ahead and go flaps up
Okay.
and do a full recovery. Okay, so the two things that I've seen so far that you're lacking in is you've got to stay coordinated, and you've got to watch those wings level.
Okay.
Because anything outside of those, we could easily put ourselves into a spin.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get us back up to 6.5.
Okay. Power's in, so I just pull up.
Actually, once again, let's go try to get back 6.7, 6.8.
Okay. That would have been toast.
Yeah, we came close.
November 3524 Foxtrot, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles, maneuvering southbound 5,800, indicated type unknown.
Alright, look for that traffic for 24 Foxtrot.
Flight 17, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. If you're coming right back, you keep the code. If not, squawk and maintain VFR.
Keep the code, we'll switch frequencies, be back when you.
Now let's level off of 67.
24 Foxtrot, we have the traffic in sight.
So we're at 66 now.
Okay, 67.
Okay, we'll push forward.
Okay.
There we go. Pitch, power, and trim, right?
Yeah.
Pitch it over. Maintain that coordination, so keep our right wings level.
Okay.
There we go. Power back.
Okay.
I hear that engine. There you go. You hear the engine?
Yeah.
I brought it down and changed the sound.
Okay.
All right, so once again, we're going to do a power off still, simulating landing, right? So no less than 6,500 feet.
Okay.
That's our hard deck.
Okay.
Go ahead and we're going to reduce throttle back to about 1,700 RPMs. There we go. Good.
Additional
Because we're
Ogden
gonna-
traffic, KBEX Trinidad, Ogden altimeter.
Okay, and we're below the white arc.
3017,
We can add
runway
flaps,
3000
10 degrees. Keeping that altitude. All right, we're now below 80, add 20 degrees.
November 89186, traffic 2 to 3 o'clock, 3 miles northbound, 6,500, indicated type unknown.
89116, look for traffic. Okay, and there we are, now full flaps because we're up at 60.
Okay.
And now go ahead and go idle. We're once again holding that. There we go.
Sorry,
Hold that.
I
Nope,
jerked
you're
it.
good. Now keep the wings level. There we go. Staying coordinated. There's our wings level. Pulling
Okay.
back, pulling back, pulling back. Pulling back, keeping it coordinated. There we go.
24 Foxtrot,
Stall.
we're going to start our VFR
Stall.
descent dog.
And push forward, power forward.
Number 24 Foxtrot.
Yeah, you got to be on top of that one.
Okay.
So you did really well on the coordination that time. I was really impressed. Good job. This time, though, we got to act fast with that stall horn. So when you hear
Okay.
the stall horn, throw throttle.
Okay.
Flaps 20. Get above 60. Then once we get above 60, go flaps 10.
Okay.
And once we get closer to 65, 70, which we're at, flaps up.
Traffic alert, November 89186, traffic 2 o'clock in a mile northbound 6,700, indicated type unknown, advise you proceed east and descend.
8916, no joy on the traffic, but yeah, we'll start our descent now. Go ahead and give me a descent.
Runway 34 left, Oscar's current, resume normal speed.
Descent.
Oh, sorry.
I just got traffic off.
It's 7 Heavy, I missed
okay.
taking your altitude leaving, descend via the Nordic 6
Okay,
arrival.
I got him.
Thank you.
Approach 8916 now has traffic past March 6.
You resume on navigation, appropriate via for altitudes. Did 6,900 look appropriate?
Say again for 8916.
Resume on navigation and appropriate via for altitudes.
Okay, well, over to VFR altitudes on navigation 8916. Alright, there we go. So, good job.
Approach jump limit, 2 minutes to jump over Ogden.
Jump 11 copy, hold the jump, stand by.
Alright, let's go ahead and make a left-hand turn. We'll do a couple more things here. Back up over to that practice area.
Jump 11 jumps through, port all jumpers away.
Jump limit.
Control aircraft parachute operations over the Ogden Airport, 17,500 below. November 5105 Mike, traffic 2 to 1 o'clock, 2 miles northbound, 7,000, indicated type unknown.
9186, Roger, look for traffic.
A lot of people out today.
Yeah, this guy's crossing over us, so. There we go, we're going to head back over to this area again, so keep on my left-hand turn.
Okay.
05 Mike is headed back to Sky Park.
05 Mike, copy. The Salt Lake altimeter 3017. The winds at Salt Lake 280
Altimeter 3017, 05 Mike.
Shell Salt Lake traffic, Papas Carneades, Salt Lake altimeter 3017.
There we go. Okay, I just wanted to avert the traffic, so that's why he's
05
telling
Mike,
us.
additional traffic,
Okay.
1 o'clock, 3 miles, maneuvering 6,000, Cessna 152.
05 Mike, how's that traffic in sight?
05 Mike, you got the 12 moving 11 o'clock in a mile northbound site?
Yeah, that's correct. 05 Mike.
Roger.
Alright, let's go ahead and climb back up to 65. Good job.
November 3524 Foxtrot traffic, 1 o'clock in 3 miles northbound, 7,200, indicated type unknown.
Look for that traffic. You said it was 7,000 for 24 Foxtrot?
24 Foxtrot, the altitude indicates 7,200.
7,200, we look
Yeah.
at 24 Foxtrot.
Yeah, but he's out there, bit. Good eye.
Southwest 2775, Slug approach, runway 34 left, Papas current, resume normal speed.
Climbing really slow.
Yeah.
Southwest 2775, descend via the Nordic 6 arrival.
I feel like we're not getting 100% power out of this. I mean, we are. At least it's
24 Foxtrot traffic's now moving near 11 o'clock and 2 miles northbound, no factor, contact Ogden Tower, see ya.
Ogden Tower, see ya, 24 Foxtrot, thanks for the help.
No problem. Rock 9er traffic, 10 o'clock in 3 miles northwestbound, 6,400, indicated type unknown.
Looking for traffic, Rock 9.
yeah, we're at peak. We're good temperature. Everything's in the green, so.
Jump limit, jump limit.
Solid approach, helicopter 4138 Golf, requesting northbound transition through Hill Airspace.
This is helicopter helicopter 413
Alright, there we go. Perfect.
Correct.
Okay.
Helicopter 413 at Golf, Salt Lake approach squawk
Good
0302,
now,
taking your
even
altitude,
out like
please.
Alright, so one more time, we're going to do one more slow power off stall.
Okay.
Once you get established here at 6.5, let me know when you're ready to try it.
Okay.
Jump
So this time I want you to talk
airspace.
me through it.
Okay.
Or 413 at Golf, you're to contact 2 miles northwest Lagoon, Salt Lake
So
altimeter
I will
3017,
full
taking your
power
altitude and where you headed to.
1700?
301 kilometer. We are headed towards Logan.
413 at Golf, your radio's got a lot of static feedback in it, and it's pretty hard to hear. Where are you headed to?
We're heading north towards
I'm
Logan.
in the 80s, so I can do 10 flaps.
Helicopter 3 Golf.
3 Golf, you said 5,100 your altitude?
5,200.
3 Golf, thank you. You want to go through Hills Delta, you said?
Correct, going
And
through
I'm
Hills.
at 70,
3
so I
Golf,
can go to
through
20.
Hills, Delta airspace.
Proceed through Hills, Class Delta airspace, Helicopter 3 Golf.
Rock 9, additional traffic 1 o'clock, 4
Oops.
miles northbound, 7,500, indicated type unknown.
Okay,
We're
now
going
I'm at
traffic,
60,
Rock
so I can go all the way down. I keep it level. Oh, I'm low. Is that okay?
Yeah, we'll make
Double 11,
5.3.
Jumpers
Do
to
not go
Bravo.
below 5.3 or 6.3. mate.
Double up, thanks. Leaving
Okay.
9,000, leaving Bravo airspace. Radar
What's
service
the last
terminated.
thing?
Contact dog and tower. See ya.
I just pull up.
Or simulating landing. What do we do when we land?
Full power.
Full power all the way, right?
Oh, I thought it was okay.
45, heading back
Fine.
Ogden.
Pull up. Keep it coordinated.
Protect 45, Quebec,
The
front of the
wings
Ogden
level.
Airport. Traffic 2 to 3 o'clock and 3 miles northbound, 6,200, indicated type unknown. I'll switch you to Ogden here shortly.
Roger, we have Quebec. I'm looking for traffic for track 45.
Okay, we're about 55. What's our flaps?
Oh. All the way up?
Okay, because that's our climb, right? VX is the climb. So not all the way up, just the 10.
Just 10.
And then once we get above 65, now we can go full flaps up.
Okay. I need some work on that one.
Yeah. That's why we practice these.
Uh-huh.
We get to learn them, we get to master them, get to know how it works.
I'm
And
not
it's
hearing
fun.
the
Delta
stall horn as
57
loudly
Heavy,
today.
reduced
Right.
speed to
I don't know
210,
why.
kind of approach 125.7, good.
All right, mind controls.
Your controls.
Mind controls. You ready for some fun?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do what's called a wing over.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we pull up,
Approach, left
and we get to a certain speed. I'm going to flip the tail over, and we're going to come down the other way.
5,000 feet.
All ready?
Going east.
So we come up.
Uh-huh.
This, we're looking for 60,
Okay.
and there's our tail.
Air Force Base northbound 5,100.
And I'm winging it over, come in the opposite direction,
Did you want to follow the I-15?
and we come back up.
All that.
Look at that.
I can feel the G's on that.
Alright.
That's cool.
Then taking your altitude.
5,300 for light flight 39er. Flash coming at you.
Flight 300. Thank you for the contact.
So that is called a wing over, which in this case does what? What did we just do?
Did a 180?
A 180, exactly. So now there's another way you can do it. In this case, it's called a steep turn.
Okay.
Okay, so a steep turn is more of a 360 turn. So like, let's say, but you could do it as a 180 if you had
4
to.
o'clock a mile northbound
Okay, so
6,100.
we're going to do one to the
Contact
left.
dog and tower. See ya.
Here at the altitude, got my speed. All I got to do is maintain altitude and airspeed for the most part. So I'm going to come up 45 degree bank, so just past this 30 degree, right in the middle.
Okay.
And then 30 degree to the left. Come in here, stay coordinated. There it is. Back just a bit.
Flight 24 with request.
B-plate.
And there we go. So now you can see it's turning around real sharp, right?
Yeah.
So that 45 degree.
Flight 24, depth, and we are at 7,000, and we would like to request the RNAV practice
That's crazy.
runway
All right, so 45. And we're coming in here.
You can resume on navigation at RNAV for runway 3 Ogden.
And that's once I get back to my
Resume
target,
as,
my reference, I pull out, reduce throttle
B-plate
just a
24,
bit. So I'm
maintain
fine.
V4 for establishment.
Reduce throttle?
Yeah, just a bit. I add about 200 horse or 200 RPMs to it
Okay.
to help with the altitude, and then bring it back to where we need to be. So
And approach left.
those are some maneuvers. The wing over is something that we don't learn outside of just aerobatics or anything like that. So it's not part of the ACS for the
I was
private
like, when
pilots.
do I have to do that?
You'll never will. So just for fun. Like I said, you want to do something fun.
Yeah, that's
And all
cool.
that. And then, but steep turns is something you will learn once we get through the solo portion. So
Your steep turn, it's like we were in the same.
yeah, that's all it is. As I look down, and it looks like we should literally just
That's
circle
crazy.
around.
Ogden Tower to transition through their
Yeah, that was
Delta
cool.
118.7. Good day.
Contact Ogden 118.7, have a good day.
All right, we're gonna get down to 6,000
Flight
here.
17 is 4 nautical miles south of Brigham at 6,500.
B-Flight 17, solid approach, copy ident.
Once Once you get the experience, once you learn how the airplane works, and you know, especially as long as you don't go over VA,
contact,
and all that stuff, you can really do some fun things in these little airplanes. Nothing strenuous. Like I'm not going to do a barrel roll or any loops or anything like that, but you know, like a wing over like that. You know, doing remember that first time when we talked about, you know, the straight and level,
Yeah.
and all that stuff, and I pulled up real hard, things like that. So things like that.
Yeah.
You know, giving the roller coaster positive and negative G's.
Yeah.
Was that Rock 9 want to go to Ogden?
Affirmative, Rock 9 back to Ogden.
Rock 9 copy that. Previous issued Skyhawk.
Could you barrel roll in this?
8 3 miles.
You could.
The tower. Go ahead and contact
Like I would be able to do it?
Yeah, you could.
That's
technically,
crazy.
So
Contact Ogden.
you'd have to be really quick and know how to do it.
Yeah.
Rock 9, you can keep the code if you like. Just contact tower 118.7.
All contact 118.7. Keep that code. Thank you.
Salt Lake approach 89 or 186. We're head back to Skypark.
Copy the Salt Lake altimeter 3016. Wind at the field 260 at 6.
And as for the winds, but thank you. I don't know if he was telling us that or somebody else. But.
Approach Skyback in 26 Romeo Hotel.
Remember 26 Romeo Hotel, Salt
When I
Lake
talk
approach.
to ATC, you have to hold that down?
Airport,
Yeah.
stay out.
And I would hold this down?
Yep, exactly.
I'm at 11,500.
6 Romeo Hotel, thank you. Salt Lake altimeter 3016.
Altimeter 3016. Skyback 26 Romeo Hotel.
C flight 17, traffic 11 o'clock and 4 miles northbound, 7,900 indicated type unknown.
Flight 17 looking.
For 05 Mike traffic, 1 o'clock in a mile northbound, 5,500 indicated type unknown.
Looking for traffic, 05 Mike.
Southwest 2775, how's the ride in for you? Southwest 2775, reduced speed to 210, contact approach 125.7, see it.
05 Mike has that traffic in sight.
05 Mike, thank you. Radar service terminated, squawk and maintain VFR, frequency change approved, see it.
Squawk and VFR, frequency change, 05 Mike.
Nice just to sit here sometimes. Enjoy the sights, enjoy the power of flight.
Really amazing.
Knowing that my wings are creating an aerodynamic high and low pressure. High pressure underneath, pushing up on the wings to give us the lift.
That's Newton's law.
Huh?
That's Newton's law, right? Everything gets an equal and opposite reaction?
Actually, no, for the wings, it's Bernoulli's principle.
Well, they had two different ones on my lesson.
So you should have,
Where the air compresses at the front of the wing and then speeds up going over the
flight
top.
17,
Right.
traffic, no factor.
which creates a low pressure, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then it creates the high pressure underneath.
I thought it was from the high pressure air hitting the wing upwards, then it's pushed downwards, it pushes the wing up.
Okay, so remember, so the wing is shaped, right? So
Yeah.
we have the camber, right, which is what causes that high pressure and low pressure. So the low pressure is on top. Also, high always wants to go to low. Okay, so in this case, as it creates that pressure, as the air splits across the top, that air on the top has to come fast enough to meet the air at the bottom at the same time. Because it has to travel farther distance, that's what has to speed up as it comes across to do that. So as it does that, it creates that low pressure. In this case, now we have the high pressure underneath, pushing the wing coming up here. Now, like I said, that's called the Bernoulli's principle because of the way the air speeds up over it.
Oh,
So now,
okay.
once it hits the end of it, though, now it has a downwash, right? Because the airspeed, if the airspeed is so fast, it hits it and it pushes it down. That's where Newton's third law of motion is that for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction.
Oh.
So if it comes across and hits down, well, what's the reaction? The action is it comes up and goes down. It wants to do what now?
Fill up.
It'll go up. Okay, so there's the other portions of it that are helping it push the wings up, therefore to creating that lift.
Oh, okay.
Flag approach, B flight 19, 6 miles south of hill, 6,000, requesting flight following in the practice area.
B flight 19, Salt Lake approach squawk 0342.
0342, B flight 19.
I wish you could just fly to work at the airport.
B
Right.
flight
That'd be
19,
so
we're to
nice.
contact 5 miles south Hill Air Force Base, Salt Lake altimeter
Taxi up to
301.
one of the empty gates and just park my little 172.
301,
Yeah.
52 there.
B flight 19, traffic 11 o'clock and 3 miles opposite direction.
How long would it take to fly to, like, Moab?
Bountiful.
Looking for traffic, B flag 19.
November 89186, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles opposite direction, Sport Cruiser 6000.
A9016 looking for the traffic.
Request.
I would like traffic advisory in the practice area, B flight 19.
Roger.
Sweet. I don't have the traffic, but he's coming right at us. 700 feet above us.
Don't see him either.
Traffic inside, B flight 19, no factor.
Thank you.
Coming up on
Radar
the left side.
186, traffic has you in sight, no factor, radar service terminates, welcome, maintain VFR, frequency change approved, good day.
Hey, squawking via fire, frequency change approved, A9016. You have a good day. 1200. As long as he has us in sight, he's off our left wing now, so somewhere over there, coming up behind us.
I still don't see him.
Yep, he's way back there now.
Oh.
Approach Skyback in 26 Hotel, request start my descent.
6 Hotel, altitude your discretion.
Altitude my discretion, Skyback in 6 Hotel.
So cool.
What's causing these thermals? What's causing these updrafts?
The heat,
Okay, from what?
high pressure air,
From the sun, right?
the sun, yeah.
Yeah, the sun heats it up.
Tiger 237,
So,
Salt Lake approach,
When you get into the weather theory, biggest thing is that a lot of people don't understand is, or they kind of get mixed up, or yeah, really just don't understand, is that the sun is probably the #1 cause of weather on Earth, because it heats up, and on the other side where it's dark, where it's nighttime, it cools
B
down.
flight 19, primary
Well,
target,
once
1
again,
o'clock in a mile,
hot
maneuvering
wants to go to cold,
southbound,
cold
use
comes this
caution
way.
for birds or gliders.
So because it's cold on this side, all the wind, all of the air mass and all stuff wants to move to where it's warm.
Uh-huh.
All the stuff in the warm wants to chase that cold air, so it pushes it around. So in this case, with the rotation of the Earth, of course, it makes a move from the west to the east. And stuff. So, but it's because the heating and cooling of the Earth that causes all this weather for us, the unstable air masses and stuff. So in this case, same thing. The heat of the sun is heating the ground. Well, the ground dissipates heat a lot faster than water does. So because of that, it's dissipating, creates hot air columns and all that stuff for these updrafts, which in this case causes our turbulence.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah. I'll have to read it, but...
Right. Well, like I said, when you get at the weather theory part of your ground school stuff, we'll go over that. So there's about 3 areas that I really focus on the ground school stuff. So not only will you learn it through
Seal.
South 21,
Yeah,
Salt Lake approach,
Gold Seal.
runway 34 left.
you'll